Hello, rookies, followers, subscribers, and anyone else who stumbled across this video. Whether you're returning, new, here on purpose, or by accident, we are happy to have you. We are SportNotes Podcast. We are bringing you the sports bullet points to know each week, and we are happy to announce that our first study hall is now up on our channel. This study hall gives you guys an overview of everything to know for the English Premier League. This is one of the biggest football/soccer tournaments in the world, and it is happening now, all the way until 2025, May 2025. You will definitely hear people talking about this for the next year, so if you don't want to be caught tongue-tied, make sure to subscribe and check out that study hall. I learned a lot, and so will you. Today is August 25th. I am Chad, your co-host and fellow rookie, and as always, I am here with experts PJ, Zeke, and Peter in Boston. What is up?
Hey, Chad.
What's up, playa?
How you doing, mate? So yesterday, I understand, was week 0 of college football, so the first day of all the college football games. How you guys feeling this fine day after that?
Pretty good. It was a light slate, but there were some pretty entertaining games. I know the kickoff in Dublin was...
Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just had to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot of photos from you guys. It seemed like you guys were having a pretty fun night. So I just want to make sure you got hydrated and everything.
Well,
Well, I've got my body armor right here.
Zeke,
Not a sponsor, but hopefully soon.
Zeke took a nap between 2 of the games, so
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh.
That's a good point.
long day for Big
That's
Zeke.
great.
Yeah.
Need my beauty sleep.
I wanted to just mention really quickly, while you guys were drinking and watching week 0, I was not, because I assumed you would tell me everything I needed to know today. Instead, I was at a different party with Maddie, who, by the way, still exists, in case you're wondering. She has been away, but she is still our host, and she will be back. You're going to have to put up with just the 4 of us for a little bit longer. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We were at a party last night, and someone walked in a Dodgers jersey. I was able to have an entire conversation with them about their rivalry with the Angels and how they just traded one of their players. I don't know. It's working. SportNotes is working for me. I don't know if our listeners are getting the same impact, but I'm learning a lot, and I'm seeing it help me a lot in these real world circumstances. So I came in here. We started this podcast because I didn't know anything, and I'm learning a lot. So thanks, guys.
Yeah,
No problem.
of course. That's really glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's good. And I've also, I don't know about you guys, I've also received texts from people that also probably actually even know less about sports than I do. And they've been like, hey, your podcast saved my ass in this conversation with my coworker the other day, and things like that. So I'm happy that it's making an impact this early in our podcasting and channel journey, but it's good feedback. So we will keep it going.
Here
That's
to
the
help
goal.
people. I love helping
Yeah,
people.
and we know, Zeke, you're just
You're
so
just the
gracious.
kind guy.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go
Did
for
you
it.
know the name of the player that went from the Dodgers or the Angels to the Dodgers?
Is it Ohtani?
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
There you go.
Did you drop that name or
Look
no?
at that. I did. I 100%
Oh, hell yeah.
dropped that.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good job.
She said something like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend's an Angels fan." I was like, "That's a shame because they just lost Ohtani to
There
the
you
Dodgers,"
go.
and they laughed, and I was like, "Great." That was about where my knowledge stopped, but hey, at least I got that.
Hey,
in.
that's good, though.
Yeah. Anyway, and as always, if you're finding this helpful, but there's things you think we could do better, shoot us a comment, shoot us a message, let us know. But anyway. That's all of our plugging of our own channel for right now. Let's get down to it then. So we got a lot to update you on because college football has started. So we will go to you first, Pete, in Pete's Corner, and give us everything that happened in week 0.
Wonderful. Well, it was quite the week.
Wonderful. Okay.
It was exciting, Chad. I mean, football was on TV. We were all watching. It was it kicked off at noon. We just made kickoff after our nice breakfast, and it was a ACC showdown. It was Georgia Tech versus Florida State. Florida State was the number 10 ranked team in the country going into the season. The kickoff was in Dublin, Ireland, at Aer Lingus Stadium, right?
No, Aviva Stadium.
Aviva Stadium. There's Aer Lingus all over the stadium.
Because
That's
it
an
was
airline.
sponsored by Aer Lingus.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
An airline.
Say it one more time.
An airline.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's an airline. Yeah.
So, great game. Georgia Tech was they started as a 14-point underdog, and it ended up going up to 10. But they won outright. They had a major upset in week 1. They beat Florida
Whoa.
State. It was a last-second field goal that got the win. Good start for Georgia Tech. They didn't have crazy high expectations coming into the year, and it was a really good first impression. And then Florida State, after going undefeated last year and not making the playoff, there was a lot of controversy about that. They lose opening week. So
That's crazy.
tough look for Florida State.
Last week you said Florida State was definitely the favorite, so that's pretty
Yep.
wild. I just realized, Pete, quick question. I think you clarified this last week, but I got to ask again. Do these week 0 games, do they count towards the season record?
Yes.
They do. So, like, they're, okay.
Not only that, this counts towards the conference record for these teams because they're in the same
okay.
conference. So this was a
Yes,
big
full
game.
games. They matter.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was really the big game that has, national championship implications. The next major game was Montana State, New Mexico, and I'm hesitating because New Mexico blew a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter. We all had New Mexico to win. My blunt take was New Mexico.
17-point lead.
Yeah.
Wow.
My blunt take was New Mexico would pull off the upset. They were 14-point underdogs at home. 17-point lead with the ball. And they blew it. They gave up 21 straight points in the fourth quarter. That included 2 missed field goals. They gave up a 96-yard run for a touchdown, and they dropped 2 wide-open third-down passes to ice the game. So, not to get too ahead of myself on the blunt take, but I have some kind words for them.
Sure,
next big game.
As kind as Zeke.
Yeah.
And his charity.
Next game, SMU at Nevada. SMU just moved to the ACC, so they have high expectations for this year. For those who are wondering, the ACC is one of the 4 major conferences in college football, and SMU is now a part of that conference. And to get the invite, they decided they won't take any revenue from the conference for their first couple years, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, they had high expectations. They went out to Nevada to play the Nevada Wolfpack, who have very low expectations on the year. And let's just say Nevada looked like the better team most of the game. They were winning almost all game. It took a late comeback from SMU to win, so there was also another major upset, and that would have been the biggest upset. SMU was 28-point favorites, and they only won by 5. Yeah, that was a crazy game, too. Yeah. And then the last one was Hawaii. And Hawaii was tied with Delaware State going into the third quarter, but they pulled away. The gossip around this game is Delaware State missed their flight to the game.
No way.
They missed their flight. I think it was on maybe... Don't quote me on this. Wednesday or Tuesday? Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Was it on Aer Lingus?
Yeah, they missed their flight. They found their way there. They gave Hawaii a very competitive game, but Hawaii pulled away in the end. Moving on, we have week 1 starting this week. And week 1, they start on Thursday. So there's like 10 to 15 games Thursday, 10 to 15 games Friday. And then, I don't even know, like 50 games on Saturday or something crazy.
Oh my God.
Just an endless supply of football.
Yeah.
How do you guys... Okay, here's the question, because this is kind of the premise of this podcast. How do you guys keep up with all this? I mean, right, so over the course of like 3 days, we're going to have, over 100 games? Is it that many?
Gotta be.
Or like close to it?
There's 100.
Yeah, probably.
We're probably pushing 100.
Yeah, I mean, point is, like, even if it was 50 games, whatever it is, like, how do you guys keep up with that?
Well, we have a problem. That would be
Okay, that's a start. That's a start, yeah.
I'd say like there's always going to be 4 to 5, maybe 5 to 7 big games on the college football slate every week. So usually involves ranked matchups, teams
like the teams that are
contend to win a championship. So we tune into those. So
it also helps. We're all in a college football league, so we're watching like the 3 of us have 30 teams combined that we're monitoring, and then we're also watching.
Oh my God.
And then if we're watching those 30 teams, there's another 30 teams that we know something. So that's 60 of the teams. And then we have other friends who are watching, and we watch the big games. We usually have 3 to 4 TVs going on a Saturday just to watch the games.
Right.
So that right there is.
I mean, I've been in those living rooms before. I've seen you guys at work. Yeah.
So that's between the noon, 3:30, 7, 10 o'clock, 4 games at a time. I mean, that's 16 games. If one turns into a blowout, you turn on another.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, because I think one thing for me, and then I know we did a poll at early on this channel, and one of the things we learned is that a lot of people who don't follow sports as religiously as you guys do, one of their biggest barriers to entry is just the constant amount of information, because they're like, I want to get into this, but how do I even start? Where do I know to tune in? So it sounds like a good place to start is like, all right, these are the top ranked teams. Here's like 5 to 6 games you should know about for sure.
Yeah.
And I think, Pete, you're going to give those to us now, like 5 to 7 games that you're like, if you're going to tune into any, these are the ones to pay attention to.
Yeah, so, I mean, starting on Thursday, there's a pile of ranked teams playing, but most of them are playing FCS teams, which what that means is FCS is like, it's the division between Division 1 and Division 2. So it's technically Division 1A, and it's more like teams who don't have the money to go up to the FBS level, which is where you have a lot of the big schools like a Georgia or a Notre Dame or a Texas, right?
Got it.
And those schools usually lose to the FBS schools, and when they win, it's a big upset. So, for example, Montana State was an FCS school, and they beat an FBS team in New Mexico. Granted, New Mexico's one of, if not the worst FBS teams, and Montana State's one of the best FCS. But to the games, Thursday night, we have UNC at Minnesota. That's the big game of the night. It's going to be like the nationally broadcast Fox game on Thursday to kick off the season. They played last year, but this year it's going to be in Minnesota. The UNC quarterback last year is the one who got drafted to the New England Patriots 3rd overall, so they're in a little bit of a rebuild. So that should be a really good game. The other big game that a lot of people will be talking about is Colorado North Dakota State on Thursday. Deion Sanders is the coach of Colorado, and he was a star in the NFL, and now he's a big social media personality. He wears like sunglasses even when it's a under the lights game with like gold chains, and he has rappers and actors and athletes on the sideline. It's like this big star-studded affair. They're kicking off Thursday night. It's the best FCS team probably over the past 10 years. North Dakota State is coming out to Colorado to face Colorado, so it actually should be a very good game. Colorado's quarterback is Deion Sanders' son, who is potentially the number 1 overall pick. So a lot of people are going to be watching that game and talking about Deion Sanders and his son Shedeur Sanders and how Colorado looks. So that's more of like that'll be office talk. That'll be on social media. On Saturday, we have some big games. At noon, we have Clemson at Georgia. Georgia's the number 1 team in the country. Clemson's the number 14 team in the country. They last played, I believe, 2 years ago, and it was a touchdown game. So that's a big one. The winner of that is setting themselves up well for the season. The other big game at noon is Penn State at West Virginia, big rivalry. The gossip on this game, last year it was a tight game. Penn State started to pull away at the end. I think they were up 16 or 18 points, and they were driving to end the game. And they could have just taken a knee and ended the game and ran the clock out, right? Instead, the Penn State coach decided he wanted to score a touchdown when he could have just ended the game up 18 and done the classy thing. Not only that covered the spread for everybody who bet on Penn State.
What does that mean?
So Penn State was minus 21.
Okay.
They were winning by 18 with 20 seconds left, and West Virginia had no timeouts. And the Penn State coach basically said, let's score and cover the spread, which does not happen in college football or NFL.
Oh. So this is a good thing.
If you're on Penn State's side, sure.
If you're on,
I think a lot of people wanted West Virginia. James Franklin is a scumbag.
Yeah, he is. A lot of people think that in these games where they have control, he tries to score late, which and he's not very classy about winning to try and cover the spread for his fans. West Virginia said they would remember that after the game.
Ooh,
so that game,
and now they're playing again.
Yep.
Okay.
And the 2 starting quarterbacks are returning. The 2 head coaches are back. It's a lot of the same people.
This is good. This is good gossip right here. I love this.
It's at West Virginia, which is known for being a very hard place to play with some of the craziest fans. They're known for when they win, burning couches, throwing things out of windows, causing fires. It's insanity to try to play. They're one of these schools where they could suck, but if they have a home game, it's really hard to beat them. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be our big screen game. It's not going to be Clemson, Georgia.
That's going to be on the big screen. And what day is that again?
Saturday. So these are the Saturday games at noon.
Okay.
Saturday at 3:30, we have a big in-state rivalry. So the University of Miami, who's ranked number 19 in the country, is going to play at the University of Florida. That's a big rivalry in-state game. A lot of the Florida schools try to play each other.
Cool.
And then later that night, the big one is Notre Dame is playing at Texas A&M, number 7 versus number 20. College game day, so that's like the national broadcast is on that game. Notre Dame's new quarterback is from Duke, and Texas A&M's coach is from Duke, and they both left after last year, so it's coach versus quarterback. from that
Oh,
Duke
from
team.
the same team.
So that'll be a
Cool.
lot of the national media is who's going to win, Mike Elko, the coach, or Riley Leonard, the quarterback.
I'm sure you're really tuned up for that one, Pete. You love
I
Notre Dame,
will not
so-
have a voice next Sunday after that one, especially if they lose.
Great.
It's going to be a lot of yelling.
I want A&M to get burned down to a crisp and die in this game. So I
Holy
don't
hell! All right.
That's
I feel like that's a great segue into your while you're on a high. Let's get into your blunt.
Well, I
take,
need
unless
to
missed
talk
a
about
game.
one more game because it's a big one.
It's a loaded slate, mate.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of
Sorry,
big games
sorry,
week one.
sorry.
Yeah. Week one, they
God
play
forbid.
Sunday
Okay.
night because the NFL is not started.
Oh,
so
right,
Sunday
okay,
night,
okay.
Chad, when you're here, we are going to be watching USC number 23 versus LSU number 13.
Can't wait.
In Vegas, Sin
Yep.
City.
Oh, they're playing in
Yep.
Vegas.
hell yeah.
Electric game. There's going to be
Oh,
probably 95 points total in this game because neither of these teams play defense.
USC is gonna win. I'm calling it right
Wrong.
now.
So
Wrong.
these two,
Telling you right now.
these two have a side bet going on whether or
Okay.
not USC will win. What is it? 8 games.
8
Eight
games
games.
is the line. So 8 games is a push. 9 games Zeke wins. 7 games I win. The Vegas spread is 7.5.
Yeah.
I
push
hate
that to
USC. They're Notre Dame's rivals. There are like little baby bitches. Wow, cut that.
Jeez.
Peter's segment is like Peter's segment is like my point is Peter's segment is like so much darker than the rest of this podcast. So which of all of these very passionate feelings would you say is your blunt take?
Oh, my blunt take. Well, we'll segue to that. My blunt take, Chad, it's not about this upcoming weekend because I have a lot to say, but I'll save my blunt take on the weekend for the results. My blunt take is New Mexico should disband their football program after that performance on Saturday. That was
After
piss
giving
poor
up
shit.
the 17-point lead, yeah.
Your win total was 2 on the season. You were projected to go 2-10. This was one of the games you probably should have won. What are you doing?
Horrible.
What are you doing? Why are you investing in this football program? There was like 40 people in the stands to watch you blow that lead. What are you doing? What are you doing? Figure it out or cut the program. You cannot do that. That is unacceptable. Probably a bad omen because I watched Notre Dame do the same thing this Saturday. But disband the program. Shit. Disband the program. Horrible.
All
That
right.
being said, on New Mexico money line this week.
What?
Okay.
I'm kidding. I don't even know if they play. Nor do I.
You can't travel to Albuquerque anymore.
Yeah, you're just making
You're not
enemies.
All right.
be welcome there.
I
You're not gonna
don't
be
think I
welcome at
ever
all.
want to go there.
There's a lot of great stuff down there, man.
Not the football team.
The agriculture.
Okay. Well, Peter, thanks for the update. College football is probably the biggest thing that's starting and happening now. You know, we're already in the official week 1. So Pete mentioned a number of games there. Those are the ones you should pay attention to. You will give us the updates on them next week. Let's go to you, Zeke. Zeke's Lounge. Give us whatever you got this week.
Not a ton going on in the MLB. The season's wrapping up
Yeah.
here as we get close to the playoffs, which start in September.
Okay.
Last week of NFL preseason,
Okay.
all the games or most of the games were occurring today. They get one week to kind of take a break, relax a little bit, finalize the rosters, and then kickoff is actually a week from Thursday, so September 5th.
It's coming
So
up.
coming up.
It's coming up.
Yeah, not much to cover there.
Just know that's going
Yeah,
on.
if you guys are interested or into looking into more about what's happening in baseball or football, you can go on to ESPN,
Mm-hmm.
CBS Sports, The Athletic. Those are just good sports websites that have done a really good job covering.
Tune into.
Yeah, but
Yeah, go into more of the details. Again, like, you know, with this channel, we're trying to give you guys like the major headline updates.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to sort of sift out that information for you. But yeah, like Zeke said, if you are interested in getting a little more into the details and like seeing, you know, the week to week or day to day what's going on, yeah, plenty of resources out there for sure.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Chad. So with that being said,
course.
thought we'd have a little bit of fun today. We're gonna do a name or not game, but NFL
Oh, love name
NFL
or
edition. So
Okay.
these are players past or present that have some pretty crazy names, and then we also have sprinkled in some fake ones as well. So
Okay, and these are only NFL.
only NFL players,
Okay.
past or present.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
Give 'em to me.
So with that being said, the first name we got here is DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Okay. Come on, man.
What do you think?
I'm gonna. No, I don't think that's real. No way.
Incorrect. He is.
It's a real.
Yeah.
It's a real
Yeah.
name.
He was an
Okay.
offensive lineman, primarily for the New York Jets.
DeBrickashaw.
DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Yeah,
I mean, it's an awesome name.
it's a great name. Yeah,
It's so awesome. It sounds fake to me.
It's
Yeah.
like 5 names in one.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Okay,
next.
so you're 0-1, right?
0-1.
All right, next we've got Richard Prick.
That is so fake. Dude, come on. You guys really that's what you came up with?
That was Zeke's.
Come up with anything? You came up with Richard Frick.
It's fake.
Yeah, no kidding. It's
It's
fake.
a guy. It's one of the players I made in NCAA.
All right, I'm
101. Next, we've got Dick Buttkiss.
I know that's a real guy.
Really?
I do know that's a real guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've heard you guys talk about him before. I think actually I've probably in the past been like, that's not a real guy. Like his last name's really
yeah.
Buttkiss, and you guys have told me, yeah, it's a real guy.
Yep. So you're right.
I don't know what does he play. Who did
He
who
was
did he or
he's
does he
one
play for?
of one of the legends on the Chicago Bears. He played linebacker.
Okay.
He's Hall of Famer. I think they named like the best linebacker award after him. It's like the Dick Buttkiss Award.
Wow. And his name is Dick Buttkiss.
Yes. So good work. You're 2-1. Okay.
2-1. I'll take it.
Next we've got Ha Ha Clinton Dix.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're laughing.
Can I ask it? Can I ask a Aquila and the B question? Is this HAHA or like JAJA?
It's HAHA.
All right, then it's fake.
Incorrect. That is a real player,
What?
cornerback for mostly the Green Bay Packers. Did play for the Chicago Bears a little bit too.
Wow.
But yeah.
Oh my God.
So 2-2.
Damn. Okay.
Not doing terrible.
That's all right.
All right. Next we've got Ron Appleby.
Yeah. Let's say he's real.
Nope, he's fake.
He's fake. Ah. God damn
Yep.
it. I was hoping there'd be an Appleby in there somewhere. Oh man, now I'm 2-3.
Yeah, 2-3. So with
Okay.
4 more left. So
right, let's
the
go,
next
let's
one
go.
we've got is Happy Feller.
That's gotta be fake.
That's real. He was a kicker for the New Orleans Saints.
Happy Feller?
Yep. Yeah. Swear
Okay,
to
you
God,
know
real
his
guy.
parents. You know his parents did that on purpose. Like their last name's Feller. They're like, let's just embrace it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was his real name or a nickname, but that's what he was known as. Throughout
Oh
the
my
league.
God. Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
So we've got two more.
Oh,
two more here.
So all I can do is break even.
Or excuse
here.
me, 3 more. Sorry.
Oh, okay. We can do this.
Yep.
I got to get them all.
Okay. Next we have Tank Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby. I'm gonna say no.
He's real. He's a running back for the
all right,
Jacksonville
I lost.
Jaguars.
No, I could still break. No, wait, I lost.
Yeah,
I
you
lost.
lost.
Damn it.
Yeah, but we should still do these last two. These are kind of
Yeah, give
these
them
are
to.
tri-
If you
these are
get
tricky.
these 2 right, we'll give you one chance to get to
These are tricky, so think long and hard on
Okay.
these, okay?
Okay.
The first one we have
Okay.
is Skoish Velociraptor Maloish.
If that's real, then I know no, that's fake. Come on, is that one you took from? That sounds like the key.
It's exactly where it's from. It's
Yeah,
exactly
that's
where
what
it's
that
from.
sounds
Shout
like.
out
That's
Key
what
and
that
Peele.
sounds
Yeah,
if you
that's
haven't
exactly
Shout
where
out to
it's
Key and
from.
Peele. I'm sure everyone has seen that sketch, but if you haven't, check it out. It's hilarious. East Bowl, West Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so you got that right. So what are you, 3
Okay.
and
3 and 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, last one here. Long Fingers.
That's gotta be fake, unless it's a nickname. But you didn't clarify that nicknames count.
They could, but what's your answer?
No, I don't think that's real.
Correct. That was made up by fellow expert Peter Blunt.
Very
It's a lot better
creative.
than
Okay,
Richard
well,
Frick.
I'm at 4 and 5. So Peter said I could get a
Give him that one
tiebreaker.
as a chance.
Give me one more to
Which
as
one
a
should I
chance
do?
to break even.
This one?
That one.
Here we go. Richie
Mm-hmm.
Incognito.
I'm gonna say yes.
Correct.
Nice
5 and
job.
5.
Let's go.
Offensive lineman, played for the
Bills,
Dolphins,
Raiders,
Bills,
I think.
Raiders. Yeah. So
Cool name.
Yeah, really cool name.
Richie Incognito.
Yeah.
I love that.
so
Okay,
good
so I
work.
broke even 5 and 5.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Good work.
Do you think a lot of them are like like you know how like in like Hollywood or in like people have like stage names? Do you think they kind of have like these players have like stage names kind of? Like they must like
this
things
is
they
a
go
legal
by
name.
and
No, these are all
These are
real
legal
names.
names.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's all I got for you today in terms of a segment. I will give a brief
Cool.
update on the Golnik Bowl here. So,
Right.
as
okay.
the MLB season winds down, and football starting up, it will eventually transition to our SportNotes Fantasy League, Fantasy
Yes,
Football League
yes.
that we're actually drafting this week. So, mark your calendars.
Oh, I got to get on that.
Yeah,
okay.
gotta do your research. But for the time being, quick MLB update. The Arizona Diamondbacks, so Maddie's team, has
Yep.
really pulled ahead of the Houston Astros. They are 75 and 56, and the Astros are 69 and 60.
Ruh-roh.
So Maddie's got a couple game lead on you. Listen,
Just tell me, do I have a chance of even coming back? or
you have a
should I just
chance. You have a
start preparing
chance. You have a
myself?
chance. There's still around 30 more games left in the season. So
Okay.
there's still a chance. It's, it's getting, the door has closed a little further though, but
I'm not telling her. I'm not telling her till I know. I'm not telling her till there's nails in my coffin.
yeah.
I will text her right after
know.
this.
Yeah, just
But-
let her know.
Thanks, Pete. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Really good friend.
Diamondbacks have been on a roll though. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games, whereas the Astros are 5-5. So playing not great baseball, but the Diamondbacks have been playing really well.
Well, if I've learned anything from this pod so far, it's that baseball really goes like this. Like, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, like I
So-
said, 1 minute, you could be playing terribly, and then snap of the finger, things could totally change around. So
There you go.
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the update. We'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. That's all for you, Zeke. Next, we're going to go to PJ and PJ's Patio. Give us all of the good things going on in soccer/football.
Awesome. Thanks, Chad. So this week, just going to give you a brief Premier League update. Some of the key games on Saturday that we have. Brighton ended up beating Manchester United 2-1. A goal was scored in the 95th minute, or 96th minute, by Joao Pedro for Brighton. So congratulations to
Wow.
Brighton. I like seeing that because I like seeing Man U lose. Manchester City beat Ipswich Town 4-1. So they end up scoring 3 goals in 4 minutes during that game. So congrats to them. Tottenham beat Everton 4-0. And then Arsenal beat Aston Villa 2-0. So
Oh, you're probably happy about that one.
yeah, it was a great
The
game.
Arsenal goalie made the best save I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, David Raya.
Wow.
It was insane.
Best save.
I know that must be real because, Peter, the same way PJ likes to destroy Notre Dame to spite you, you usually like to destroy Arsenal to spite PJ.
Yeah.
So
I put some
You
money on
admit that.
Arsenal to be on PJ's side on Saturday. 'Cause
You did.
It had to be aligned. And
I like that.
It was the right move.
Now, moving into the games that occurred this morning, though, we had a tie
Okay.
between Bournemouth and Newcastle. And then we
Okay.
also had a win for Chelsea and a win for Liverpool. Chelsea beat Wolves 6-2. So that was
whoa,
pretty
that's
crazy.
insane for
Lots-
soccer, isn't
Yeah,
it?
lots of goals in that game. So Nicholas
God.
Jackson opened the scoring in the second minute. He actually scored, I think it was the second fastest goal in Chelsea's history. And then Liverpool beat Brentford 2-0. So
Great win.
congrats to all those teams. I know Zeke's happy
awesome.
about the Liverpool win. That's all I got, though, for the Premier League update.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's all I got for my
Quick, one
segment.
more plug for our study hall. Check it out. PJ is an awesome expert in it. Gives you a lot of info. If you don't know what he's talking about with these updates here, check out our study hall on the EPL. It's awesome and informative and kind of funny. So check it out.
And shout out
Chad.
to you both for the editing job. It looked excellent.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks, Zeke.
Thanks.
Hope you
It's
enjoy.
really-
Absolutely,
See, he's so kind.
You can do a lot on Canva free.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be honest.
Canva's great. It's a great tool.
You don't even need Canva Pro. You can do a lot.
Yeah.
There you
Canva
go.
Pro is pretty cool, though.
Not sponsored by Canva, but hopefully one day. All right, Peach, that's all for you. So let's go to your Paul's call now. Tell us what happened.
Awesome. All right. So, Paul's call. I gave you 2 picks last week. One of
Mm-hmm.
them hit. Unfortunately, the SMU over did not hit. However, the
Okay.
under
Close.
it was close. The under in the Dublin game, as it has for many years now, that did hit. So I'm going to be
Yeah,
giving out
okay.
a gift card this week, and the person who's going to be
Nice.
receiving that gift card is Patrick McSally. Congratulations to you, Patrick. You'll be getting that gift card shortly. And now,
Wow.
new week,
Good
so
for
a
Pat.
new pick. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to go back to just one pick now, and I am
Okay.
going to pick the over in the Georgia-Clemson game,
What?
What's the line?
49.5.
Ooh, do you know that last time they played, it was, I think
10-7.
10 to
Or
7.
10-3 or something.
I don't care.
Okay.
I think there's.
Oh my God.
I think it's early season. I think there's going to be points, and you know what? I could
I
be
love it.
dead wrong.
Wow.
I,
That's a bold
Don't
ass
worry,
pick.
Peach. It's just all of our subscribers that you're hurting.
I
not being
don't
wrong,
know.
but Don't worry about it.
I haven't really looked into that. Kate Klubnik sucks, though.
Are you
so-
going to fade Paul's call?
No, I'm gonna. Now I have to hit it, even though I don't even know if I agree. I don't have a choice.
Klubnik's not great, but I think Georgia could just run up the score.
Georgia will score 30-something
think-
points because
yeah.
Pete, you got it. You got to ride with Paul's call.
going
You got to
to.
ride with Paul's call.
Look, we
It's
could
bad.
banter
It's
all
bad
day
karma.
about this and go back and forth. It's gonna be close.
Yeah.
Clemson's your problem.
All right, well, I hope it hits, Peach. I hope you're
Me
right.
too.
We can
Yeah.
get someone else a $5 gift card to Duncan.
Pete's call will be
our
Georgia
future,
by
our
28.
future subscribers. All right, is that all from you, PJ? I think it is.
That's
right?
it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Sweet. All right, yeah, that's most of our updates. We're going to give our Future 5 as always. So we got a lot going on in college football, a lot going on in the English Premier League. Pete, as you said earlier, there's a lot of games going on now, but for a Future 5, I think you guys have picked just a couple that you're like, you should tune into these, watch out for these if you're going to. So take it away with the Future 5.
You should tune into all of them, but really, at noon on Saturday, if you can have 2 TV screens in front of you, you have to, because that West Virginia Penn State game is fantastic. West Virginia, I think everybody is rooting for, because nobody likes James Franklin outside of Penn State. Nobody likes Penn State outside of Penn State. And West Virginia's the underdog, and they were disrespected. That could be a very chippy, fun game, and at the same time, Clemson, Georgia is an obvious one.
Yeah.
It's a rematch from 2 years ago, 2 top 15 teams, so definitely those 2, and then you can take a little break to go apple picking or go on a hike, and then you can tune back in at 8 o'clock to watch Notre Dame, Texas A&M, because...
apple picking?
Are we just going to glaze over that?
Wait, what?
You've never heard that
That was
phrase?
You don't really strike me as an apple picker.
That is
right,
the last
but to our
thing that
listeners
should...
who are like, what should I tune into? There's a good break between those noon games and the Notre Dame game.
Why don't they just, like...
So just to be clear, Pete, your go-to when you have, like, an hour off is to go apple picking?
No.
No, it's the place
It's a
more
phrase.
bets.
It's a phrase.
Yeah. It's the place more bets.
There's
to,
a phrase. There's a
Please
phrase.
comment if you've heard that phrase before, because I have never heard that phrase before.
Yeah.
There's a phrase that if you listen to like a football show and it's like a bad slate or like there's not as many good games, so it'll be like, this is a good apple picking week, or just mean this is a good weekend to do something with your family or to go out or go on like do something with like your significant other. That's the phrase when it's like a bad slate or there's not good games to watch.
So, Peter, do you want me to give you a shovel to keep digging yourself that hole, or do you want to...
No, dude, I listen to podcasts. It's on there all the time.
I listen
Was it a little out of
lot.
context? Sure.
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
That's fine,
I don't
man.
think I've
You know
ever
what?
heard that.
I like the phrase. I'm not against the phrase. I just didn't expect it to
I
come
didn't
out of your
like it.
mouth.
No, I hated it.
Well, I hate
Well-
apple picking, which means you despise it.
I actually really like apple picking. I think it's great.
That makes sense.
What do you say?
Are you okay?
We don't have to dislike the same things.
I said if I don't like
I like
apple
green,
picking,
you like
then there's
purple.
no way that you like apple picking. If I know you.
I don't like apple picking. I'm
Thank
not the
you.
biggest
Okay,
fan.
so I was correct. That's all I needed to know.
All right.
Yeah.
Verdict.
Continuing to Future 5, Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Might be the best game of the day. Those 3 are all pretty good. But that's a great one. It'll be under the lights at Kyle Field, so that's an exciting one. And then Sunday we got...
Excuse me. Can you share the wealth a little bit?
I'm doing the college football ones.
I'd like to
PJ
talk
is
about
doing
USC, LSU.
I'm sorry there's nothing in the NFL or MLB this week
No.
that's exciting.
All right.
Or the Olympics, your favorite.
Olympics guy.
Yeah, or the Olympics guy.
Ray Gun.
Gotta wait 4 years for that.
Sunday
Hopefully
night.
they're still around.
USC, LSU. Would you like to talk about that one? Because you love USC and you can't wait to watch them lose.
Just a big game in Vegas, out in Sin City. Expect USC to win, but also expect a lot of points being scored too. If you're looking for a very entertaining game, it'll be that one.
Are you happy now?
Yeah.
And then just rounding that off, we have Liverpool versus Manchester United this weekend at 11 a.m. on Sunday. It's a huge rivalry, so definitely check that game out.
Awesome stuff. All right. I like this. I'm getting excited because I can tell that we are really out of the dog days. Like, as these games start up, you guys are getting excited. The banter's getting going. I love it. So I'm excited about all this stuff.
That's right.
But those are our updates for this week. There's some stuff on the horizon. There's some stuff that's just starting. So tune in next week for your updates. Otherwise, subscribe to our channel, like our stuff, follow us on Instagram and TikTok so we can give you updates throughout the week as things go down. Enjoy the week. Enjoy next weekend when all these games happen, and we will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.